Hello, Buffy Stinchfield here, physical therapist, specialist in pelvic health, women's health, and the female athlete, and owner of Pinnacle Women's Therapeutics. Today I want to talk to you guys about breathing. It's something that I've mentioned before. It's so crucial. It's a thing that you really cannot brush past. It is not appropriate to be working on Kegels or abdominal bracing to heal the pelvic floor or a diastasis until breathing has been mastered. And one of the big issues for women is that we actually are not, as a group of us, not actually normally just weak. We've been led to believe that we need to do Kegels constantly throughout the day nonstop, and we all are just walking around with super weak pelvic floors apparently. But in my practice, that's actually not the case. It's usually the opposite. We are often sitting so much throughout the day, we are normally constantly sucking in our gut, that most of the people that I care for actually have issues with not being able to take a deep belly breath and not be able to actually release and lengthen the pelvic floor. So I'm going to show you an exercise that usually is kind of challenging for a lot of my patients. And if you find this to be challenging, you are more likely a person that has issue with too tight of a pelvic floor and too tight of an abdomen. And you likely do not need to be doing Kegel exercises. So if you find that this is challenging, this is a great exercise for you to work on. I would also highly recommend, if it's challenging, to work on breathing in multiple positions. This one just really identifies if it's hard for you. And I'm going to show you now. What you want to do is get onto your hands and knees. And this is a position that I want to challenge you to think of lengthening and letting your belly just hang. And I've got this blousey shirt on right now, but I want you to think about, in this hands and knees position, as you take a breath in, you need to let your belly drop. Imagine a big balloon inflating in your belly. As you breathe in through your nose, your belly should drop and let the abdominal contents just hang and relax onto your belly. And as you exhale, deflate that balloon in your belly and lift up without arching or bowing your back. Just keep it flat. So you're going to take a deep breath in and let your belly drop, and exhale and lift it to your spine. I didn't move my back. And take a breath in with your belly, and exhale, lift it up. And I would try doing that for about 5 to 10 repetitions. This is really good to challenge you to really let your abdominal muscles just lengthen and relax. It's something that women find quite challenging. They might think they've mastered the breathing laying on their back or reclining, but then I have them go to their hands and knees, let that belly expand and drop as they inhale, and they find that they want to do the exact opposite. So this is a really good coordination exercise for linking up your diaphragm, your belly muscles, and your pelvic floor. I challenge you to do that this week. Message me with any questions. If you do find that this is really challenging, you likely have issues with pelvic floor tension and coordination. This is actually the heart of what I'm usually helping people with. Think of me like a pelvic floor coach. When those things work better, everything works better. When we can relax and lengthen the pelvic floor, women usually then resolve their issues of sneezing and leaking, and weightlifting and leaking, and running and leaking, without doing a million Kegels. So I hope you guys have a good day, and here's to your pelvic health.